You're good right there. Should be gravy.
Right,
You
cool.
could touch it however you want to do it, but
No, I'm not gonna touch it. Rona.
it should be good. I know.
No, I was like,
Rhoda.
I don't want to get the hova.
Hello, Marcus.
Jesus.
And we are live.
I didn't start it.
Welcome to my podcast, Marcus. Thank you for coming and visiting me. No, I'm just kidding.
You sound like Wong.
What's up, buddy? Thanks for coming on
No,
the
thanks,
show.
dude, for having me.
I know we were just talking. I was just saying, like, it's funny because prior to this, I'm kind of quiet and I'm trying to set everything up, but I feel bad because I'm just not talking and I'm trying to set everything up. But no, I'm happy you're here, dude. Thanks for being here.
Dude, no, thanks for having me. Yeah,
Appreciate
no, I
it.
saw you like moving around. You had to take a piss earlier too. I was
Yeah.
like, I gotta get the shakes out before I get started.
I know, I know exactly, dude. Because since I have to do everything, it's kind of hard because I gotta set up the camera. I gotta do this, and people heard about it last time. I was talking to Jordan about it in the last episode. It's hard when you're producing your own show because there's all these little things you have to think about, and instead of just being attentive to the show, ideally it'd be great if somebody was here, but I just feel bad sometimes because as it evolves, I feel bad. I need to come earlier and get it all done because we were doing everything, but hey, it's set up now, so we're good.
Yeah, no, it's like I see the setup. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, this is like I came in and I was like, yo, this is sick. Like if I had something like this, like right now, because I'm stuck in Yuma, because I don't want to be in law right now with all that Hova shit going on right now. So I was like, if I had this space to work, man, I'd be so productive.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Yeah, welcome to the Orale Collective. This is Stu.
Orale way.
Orale way. This is something you'd be psyched on, dude.
Dude, no, it's just sick. It's like a very chill environment and very like welcoming, and it's just the way it's set up too. It's like it's nice. The light doesn't come in where it's like hot, but it's like letting light in where you can just like you don't even need lights in here, which I mean you do, but like that's probably for like at nighttime.
Yeah. No, well, I mean these lights in here, dude, they kind of suck because they're like, I don't know if they're halogens, and I really don't even know what halogen means, but they're super. I don't fucking know. Somebody told me they were halogens. I was like, you know what? Sure, they're halogens, and
I'll go with it.
Yeah, whatever. But they're super fucking hot.
Oh really?
Yeah,
they heat up.
They heat up, dude. So I don't even like having them on because we're not here too much at night.
Okay.
We're here a lot during the day. Like I was telling you earlier, because we don't have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So I'll work here all day until like I'm hungry or I need to until I need internet.
Okay.
So I'll go home and upload something. And eat
Fool, I
something.
told you need to slap a hottie down.
Slap a hot. I know,
hottie.
dude. But you can't upload like crazy stuff with
It
with a
depends.
hottie.
You can't, bro.
With a hottie.
I use the hottie back at my place right now because that's what I'm using to like do my classes right now. And it works perfectly. I uploaded like what's it called? A 17 gigabyte file. Yeah, up earlier this morning for like my film class. So I was like, it's chilling. Like, as long as it does its job, you just gotta ask. Like, if you're with Sprint, I don't know, but Verizon slaps.
No,
yeah.
we just moved to AT&T.
Okay.
Because we had Sprint forever, dude. And Sprint's not got here.
Yeah, I know.
Sprint sucks here,
Not
dude. You
good.
can't get nothing. You can't even get an Uber home. Like, it sucks, dude.
Bro, do they even have Ubers here?
Yeah, it's Dwayne Dukes' dad. It's like the only person.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
dude.
sick.
There was like one time I got an Uber home. Well, actually, a couple times. I got Ubers home. Both times it was Dwayne Dukes' dad. And it was so
That's
funny.
sick.
And he was like, it was so sick because I was like, dude, Dwayne's dad's so sick because every time I get in the car with him, he just talks about how rad his son is. And I was like, this
He
is
hypes
cool.
his son up.
He
That's
just-
so cool.
Yeah, dude. I was like, what a rad dad.
Dude, that's like I feel like parents like are so good at that, like just hyping up their kids. But then like I think about like, man, do I want to hype up my kid when he's like 5? I was like, oh yeah, he's a beast on the soccer field.
No,
like,
man.
No, because it's like
Let him develop some character.
Yeah.
Let him get slapped around.
let him get kicked in the dick once.
Let him get a little too confident, just not slap your kid. Oh, that's terrible.
Dude, as bad as it seems, I feel like because the way we act, I feel like one of us is gonna do that one of these days. Just like
Not slap our kids?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, maybe. It'll probably be Oscar more than anybody.
Oscar would throw his kid. I can see him just picking him up by his like the back of his skin and just like tossing it.
Oh, he's gonna be the kid. He's gonna be the guy that pulls his kid by the ear. I couldn't do that. I don't have
The
the
fool's not
skin.
even gonna get his by his ears. He's gonna grab him. I was gonna say something. Never mind, I'm not gonna say
Dude,
it.
you can say whatever you want.
No,
dude.
that's cool. Oscar, I love you, fool.
Is he on the ship right now?
So actually, just talked to him right before I got here. He was
Yeah.
leaving work, but yeah, he has to go back in. I think it's like once or twice a week he has to be on the ship during this whole situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, which sucks because like San Diego, like his station or his base is like there's like been multiple cases. So
Oh,
those guys have to
shit.
be like quarantined in their bunkers or
Yeah.
in their like I don't know. I can't remember the term he used last time we were on the ship.
Gotcha.
But they have to stay on the ship
Yeah.
until it's like over or passes the certain time allotment, whatever it is.
And I just realized right now, maybe I should give you a little bit of intro. So for everybody that doesn't know, so Marc is a really good friend. You're like best friends with my brother, who's a pilot in the Air Force, and you, Oscar, a friend that we're talking about, he's in the Navy on a ship, and you guys are all best friends and such. And a little bit of your background, you can say it, like you know, illustrator from illustrator, animator, U of A, all the way now UCLA, just a man of many schoolings. But just so everybody knows, just a man of many education. But just before we get into other shit, but just as a little background for people, because right now, obviously, we're in the middle of the Rona, and usually you'd be in UCLA right now in La.
In La.
But you're here.
Yeah.
How's everything going here?
Dude, it's good. It's just different, like transitioning. Dude, when all that stuff started happening, I was going to the gym, and like I only hear my news at the gym because like when I run, they have like the little screens.
For sure.
And I stopped going to like the graduate gym because it's like old people news.
Oh, okay.
And then it's just a
the
bunch of old
news
people
is different in every room.
Yeah. So well, it's like the grad gym is like one box, giant box. So it's like it's not as big as the Wooden Center.
Oh,
and the Wooden Center is massive. So I like went there Saturday. I was like, yo, I'm just gonna start coming here. It's quicker. I don't have to like travel all the way down like a mile downhill to like get there.
Yeah.
So I started going there, and it was just like, it's just better. And like I said, like the TVs like or show other stuff other than like old people news.
Yeah.
So that's like where I basically heard like this whole Rona thing going on, and then I was like, you know, maybe I should come back home a little bit earlier just to see what happens. Yeah. So I came back down, and I was planning on only staying for like maybe like 4 days just to say what's up to like.
Oh.
Yeah, I was only gonna stay for 4 days, say what's up to my mom, say hi to some of my students, go lift with them, go treat them to like some food, and then all this stuff happened. Like LA went on lockdown. I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah, I'm not going back.
Well, because all the fun stuff in LA is gone. Like no amusement parks.
The reason why people like to be there.
Yeah, the reason why people like to be there, and like I can't even get into my studio to work. So it's like, that's like I can't do work at my house.
Yeah.
Like I could, but it's like very hard because I'm very ADHD. At least there I can like pull out our giant like laptop and flat screen, put on TV, listen to it, look at my phone, and then walk around if I need to.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, you know.
It's your environment, your workspace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus it's like, it's filled with a bunch of like artwork and just photographs and posters signed by like famous animators, directors that have like gone through the program or have taught at the program.
Yeah.
So it's like very inspiring to be in that like setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. I know. I feel like, well, the last time, I don't remember exactly the last time I saw you, but, well, I kind of, maybe there's a time before this. I took your pictures before you went to UCLA.
Yeah.
And then you left. Well, no. Last time I saw you, we were filming your thing for Yuma High.
Yeah. No, that was like, that was in December when I came back down.
It was around Christmas
for the holidays.
Time. Yeah, because everybody was on break, and it was kind of a mission to do all that stuff.
Yeah, and I was like trying to get that like set because I just wanted to start production right away.
Yeah, so it's kind of like it's kind of been a roadblock in things because I'm sure over there, because just so, could you tell a little bit of people that, you know, that don't know you, what you're out there in UCLA doing?
Yeah, so I'm over there studying my master's in film and animation. So it's like a master's in fine arts.
Yeah.
But our program is in the film school.
Yeah.
So we're animating within the film school. And it's like, it's cool because like we're being taught how to animate, but the really awesome part is like, it's not just a trade school, or it's not even a trade school because they're not even teaching us how to really like use certain products that are in the industry. You kind of have to teach yourself, or you take a couple classes to teach yourself, but it's more like teaching you how to be like a storyteller.
Yeah.
Like you could be a master at like using a program, but if you don't know how to tell a story,
it doesn't really
matter.
That's cool because I know you were trying really hard because that was a school that you needed to be accepted in, right? Because I know, correct me if I'm wrong, from what I remember, when you had to create a portfolio for yourself in order to be accepted to that school.
Yep.
And weren't you like put on hold?
Yeah, so I was put on a wait list. So I remember getting the letter, and it was like, sorry to let you know, but I was like, dang it. I was like, I didn't get accepted. And I kept reading, and I was like, but you have been put on the deferred like wait list. And I honestly think, from what it sounds like, because UCLA, I didn't realize like how hard of a school it really was to get into. Yeah. But it's like grade point average or like your GPA makes a huge difference. Yeah. So my GPA was ass over at U of A. Like I remember going in and I got a 2.8 right off the bat my first semester. And then my second semester of freshman year, it dropped down to like 2.2.
Jesus, Marc.
So I had a 2.5 overall.
That's because you guys are too busy raging.
Not even, dude. I was just, So I wasn't very responsible my first year, but then after that, I was like, okay, I need to keep productive, do stuff. So I got a job, started getting involved in stuff.
Yeah.
And then my GPA slowly started going up.
Yeah. That's what happens when you go to school with all your pals.
Yeah.
You kind of get a little ragey.
I mean, it's the same thing over at when you're in high school, but in high school, it's like you have a structure. It's like first period all the way to sixth period, and then you have sports afterwards.
Yeah.
And like hanging out's kind of different because like if your boys have girlfriends or if you have a girlfriend, it's like,
yeah.
You know, so
Your girlfriend can even set you straight, ruin everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Take away from your boys.
Jesus, that's the worst part.
Yeah.
I had to deal with that, so it's not that big of a deal anymore.
Yeah.
I learned.
Yeah, I learned. I learned quick. I
Yeah.
learned fast. Well, that's the hope is in school you learn that. But so at UCLA now you got put on this wait list. So now you're at UCLA studying this thing. It's interesting because when you told me that as far as when you started going there and studying, I mean it's filmmaking. Like you're pretty much doing filmmaking. They make you do that. I thought that was amazing because I think that's so sick that the way they structure it that way, where you're doing animation inside of like a film, inside of a film school, right? I don't know. Were you hyped on that or?
I think it's cool because it's like you're amongst other creatives. Like if you're in an art school is like very, how could I put it? Especially if it's a fine arts school.
Oh, you could tell me. I went to one.
Yeah, no, it's very loosey-goosey. It's like, oh, this is cool. This is what I feel about it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like it kind of pisses me off sometimes because sometimes it's not even like great. It's a hack job.
It's weird.
Yeah. But it's like what nowadays I think it's more like what it's about and like the background, like your little artist statement.
Mm-hmm.
But then sometimes like people are creating super badass stuff too. And most of those people end up working as a commercial artist.
Yeah.
They'll go into like the film industry and start doing like production art or like background art and design art, which is like cool because like I'm happy. I'm blessed that I went to, U of A, had some really awesome teachers who kind of like worked me to get better. And I got pissed a couple times because I was like, man, fuck these guys. Like, I'm like, what do you want?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. So, and then just grinding and getting better at it. Now it's like, it helps because like my storytelling is what I know I need to improve on and like dialogue and just like coming up with jokes.
Yeah.
But like, I'm very confident in like, just like backgrounds, animating, characters.
You're a great illustrator.
I'm decent.
Yeah, you're pretty good. Because so at U of A, for people that don't know, what did you study at U of A before you got to this whole UCLA opportunity?
So when I first got there, I was studying architecture.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah.
It's so funny how initially when artists or creatives in high school, their first lane that they try to approach is always architecture.
I don't know why.
I think it's the money thing, dude.
But even then, sometimes like it's so bad to say this because I feel like architecture nowadays, there's so much stuff you can pull from, especially with like CGI and stuff like that.
You can just
like,
CGI it.
Well, not even that. Like there's catalogs and files that have been put together where you can just pull like designs of houses and just like mix and mash them together.
Oh, okay.
Because I saw some guy when I was 18 here. He was working at the old Sears Mall. There used to be like a
Sears.
Yeah, dude. There used to be like a shirt shop there where you could like buy like clothing or like get shirts made. And this guy,
Sharky's?
Not Sharky's.
What was it called?
One.
I think I know what you're talking
about. It's
like
808 or something like that. I don't know. It was some weird place. But I remember watching this guy. He literally was like working on a shirt design. This guy looked like he just got done working like construction in the fields. Like he was being. It was super cool though because like he just started pulling all this stuff together and literally built a house like that. I was like, bro, if people can just start doing that, then like what's the point of like going to the school? And it's very hard for architecture too because like this is just me personally. I feel like if you want to be creative, you have to like work so hard to get to the position to be like the main architect over like a building.
There's a big hierarchy.
Yeah, but it's the same thing with any field of creative
especially
field.
creative jobs.
Yeah.
Well, actually, probably anywhere. So after architecture, actually, I don't know if anybody's ever laid out this for you. It's curious because I don't even think I remember because I would just go visit you guys in Tucson and just to go party with you guys. Yeah. And that was before my brother liked to party, so he would just hang out with us. So I was like, I want to hang out with your friends. So you did yeah, I feel like a bug just flew in my mouth.
I think it did.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm definitely gonna get the Rona.
Jesus.
So you did architecture, and then after architecture, obviously you didn't keep doing architecture. No. What happened?
So I switched. I realized I didn't want to be making squares and shapes. I liked color.
Over this.
I liked color, and I liked making people laugh and like telling stories. So I switched into graphic design and illustration because there was no animation program at U of A, which I was kind of perturbed because even the animation classes you could take were just very generic, simple. It was like a trade, like teaching you how to use the program and just go for it, animate. So I switched into graphic design and illustration. So I love graphic design because graphic design was like more of like money making, like the commercial art, like getting funding and stuff. And then illustration was more like me just being creative and like coming up with worlds and stuff.
It's different.
Yeah.
Super different.
And so I switched over to there, and most of my time at U of A, I was doing commercial work. I was working for like the student union there, and then for the Guerrero Student Center, and I was producing like graphic design stuff for them, like working in the food industry for them.
On campus?
Yeah, on campus.
That's cool. That's such a good gig when you're in school.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
Because you can get the reps in.
Yeah.
It's such a good job.
And I met some really cool individuals that like kind of helped mentor me over at the U of A as well.
Was it in the same job?
Yeah, it was in the same job. Yeah, so like people that were in the job that would help me and like teach me.
Oh, dope.
And like the first time I came in, I was like, I had no clue what I was doing. And I just remember like they just throwing me straight into it. I was like, oh crap. And like I was overworking stuff. And he was like, you don't have to do that. Like you're like just shortcuts and stuff.
That's cool.
So it helped because like now when I came to Yuma High, like I knew all this stuff, like how to use InDesign, like all these programs basically.
Yeah.
And I was able to develop like handbooks for the football team and like make it look legit, like make it look clean.
Oh, that's the difference.
Yeah, where it's like it looks clean, like this looks professionally done. This looks like it could be like you went to a firm or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was just a teacher there. I was just like I did it because I felt the kids deserved it.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that was cool. I think the coolest thing that I ever did at U of A was there used to be this play. There still is. It's called the Highland Burrito, and it was very well known, especially as a freshman, that this was the place where everyone would go get drunk munchies.
What's it called?
Highland Burrito.
Oh, how come I never heard of this?
Because by that time it was like over. We were like, it's not as good as it used to be.
Yeah.
And it's basically what happened to Chili Pepper. The burritos got smaller.
Sons of bitches.
But like I used to get these big ass like burritos that were so good. Like they'd have to do double tortillas because I just asked for everything. And I used to call it Dirty Sanchez. So I just like load it with like everything basically they had, which was like 17 different toppings, and then like asked for 6 eggs. Oh. And it was just this massive burrito that I just like.
Oh my god, you're ridiculous, dude! Like those stories you post of your breakfast, you have like 18 eggs. Like you have one of those. If no one's ever seen Marc's posted, he has like one of those giant pans, and he has like almost every single, like probably every egg in the carton, and he puts it in there. I was like, dude, how do you eat all that, bro?
Dude, it's like
you don't like even right here, like you don't even look that much bigger unless you stand up straight. But you're a big boy.
You're tall. It's just a tall.
Yeah, it's just a tall boy.
Dude, no, but like this whole thing, like without the gym, I feel like I'm just getting. I'm like screw it. My beach bod's gone. It's bulking season right now. You're back into bulking season.
I guess we're back in the bulk.
Yeah,
that's too funny. Well, okay, so then to go back, because this is interesting, because especially for like when I made this show, it was originally, or even this brand originally, it was to connect with creatives specifically, but I think I wanted it to evolve. I was thinking to have it evolve to just inspiring individuals. It doesn't matter if you're creative or not, and maybe that's come with it. Like maybe that's come with the last couple of years. But I know for you, you're one of these individuals from Yuma that's incredibly inspiring, because you go to the U of A and then you go do what you got to do. You come back, you succeed there, but then because even from there, like the timeline's interesting, because you go to U of A and then you came back, right? Mm-hmm. And then you started teaching at Yuma High. Yeah. Correct? And then from there, you were a teacher, right? Mm-hmm. And then you're working with the football team. And then what else did you do there?
I was what's it called? Student council rep, I guess. Yeah. For like, I think last year I was student council rep. Yeah. Last year. And then I just did whatever I could, like.
Because you were developing your portfolio.
Yeah, because I was developing my portfolio too. But on top of that, it was really cool because, like, unfortunately, just because we're Yuma High situated and the area of the town that it's in, like, there's a lot of stuff that's going down there. Yeah. That kind of causes kids to get in trouble, get involved with gangs.
Yeah. Press up on this guy.
Yeah. Sorry.
There you go.
Get involved with gangs, get involved with stuff they shouldn't be. And I think it opened a lane for me because a lot of my football boys, well, not a lot of them, a couple of them, and then, like, other kids, like, were starting to get in trouble. Yeah. Or were already in trouble. So, like, it was really cool because I got to, one of the students that was very close to my heart, I call him my mijo. He's still my mijo. He went through this program. He was actually going to be sent to the DOC, which is the Department of Correction. And I remember going to juvenile detention and sitting there and talking to him. He's like, yeah, Mr. Sanchez, or coach, like, if I go, that's it. I'm going to be involved with the gang over there because it's like, that's how you survive. Yeah. That's, you have to do it. And I was like, fuck, like, this sucks. And then out of nowhere, they found out I was a very good athlete. Like, I will put money on this kid. He's one of the fastest kids in Yuma.
Oh, nice.
And we always make the joke that's because he was running away from the cops. But I mean, this little kid legitimately
proper training.
Yeah, literally. But this kid can run. So the judge found out about this. Other people found out, and they were like, "Yo, we're gonna give you a second chance. You're gonna go through this program." And so he was in juvie for about, I think like 6 months or something like that.
Yeah.
And every week I would try to visit him just to go talk and like
I
hype him
remember
up.
that.
Yeah. So I would do that. And honestly, it was a very rewarding experience, and it opened other doors. Like I remember other students would start asking me like, hey, could you come to my court to see like people from the school or like supporting me? So I remember one of our kids, I don't know where the kid's at. I heard he just got involved with some stuff. And I'm pissed because I'm like, yo, I went and sat down with your PO and your mom, and now you're still doing this dumb stuff.
Still messed up.
I know. I mean, it just happens.
Yeah,
Stuff
it does
happens.
happen.
You know, you can't be watching kids all the time.
Well, it's
know?
hard because you can't make decisions for them either. You gotta let them mess up and
learn.
Yeah.
So like that stuff happens, and even like some of the girls that got in trouble. I remember 3 of my girls got in trouble for like just doing something they shouldn't have been doing off campus. Cops caught them. And I remember going and like sitting in and like, what's it called? At their like court dates. And it was cool because like I remember at the end of the year when I didn't know if I was uncertain if I was coming back or not.
Yeah.
Like the students were there. They had come to school to like sign up to come back to school. And like the counselor brought them up to like see me and like sign my flag, which was like super cool because like they were like super happy to see me. And I was like,
oh yeah, emotion. You're very poetic in the way you approach things because I remember all that whole situation. We were both going to
Albuquerque.
Huh?
Was it Albuquerque?
That too. That was a wild time. No, we were actually both going to the same gym, and I remember you would bring kids in, and you were like taking care of them, and you would talk to me about this stuff like this. I didn't know you were going. I didn't know about all the how involved you were with a bunch of different individuals. But I mean, I'm glad you told that story because you know when you're somebody like yourself, like a creative and an artist, you get emotionally invested in a project and you find these holes where you think to yourself, oh, okay, there's an opportunity for me to, you know, shed some light in here and put some color into this. And I loved what you did over there at Yuma High and that project that I helped you on where you're still working on it over there at UCLA. It's a side project for you, correct?
No, so this is actually my first year film.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can you talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, so with any film school, especially I think the master's program, unless you're like a very renowned film school, like Cal Arts is known for like their animators going right off the back, like just making film.
Fire.
And same thing with UCLA and USC. But so for our program, at least, even the directors, like we have to make a film every year. And it's cool. So like you pitch ideas at the beginning of the quarter. And I knew what I wanted to do coming in.
Right.
I have ideas, I have stories.
Yeah,
like
dude.
because I'm thankful I've done a lot or I've experienced a lot because of like people like you, the people in my hometown, you know, going to U of A and just meeting people that supported me.
Yeah.
You know? So I came in knowing what I wanted to do. So I wanted to tell a story about like education. And I was a teacher. So I was like, what if I make fun of like just like the daily routine of a teacher and how he has to deal with these kids every day and all the stupid stuff that happens in class.
Especially at Yuma High.
Oh yeah, especially at Yuma High. Especially because like I remember when we were kids, like we were stupid, but like we respected like our teachers. I remember going into some of like the lower classes because we always took accelerator AP, but like the regular classes, I guess what you call them.
Yeah.
And like even the kids there were like pretty respectful.
Yeah.
These kids have no bars. Oh my God.
No respect.
No respect. Like you have to like grind your teeth and just set them straight right away. Otherwise it's bad. Like,
they're going to walk all over you.
Yeah. And these kids are savages. So that was fun dealing with that because I came up with all these funny little like stories about just these kids like messing around and being stupid in class.
Yeah.
So like with Eric, he helped me out on this project. In December he came, or when I came back, I paid him obviously as a creative. Like I support what he does.
No, he didn't.
You need to pay your creatives. So he basically was my voice director. So we went to Yuma High and I had students that I already had picked to be like voice actors in this film. So like we set aside a time. Yuma High thankfully was able to, you know, allow me to do this, which I'm very happy.
Yeah. Shout out to Yuma High.
We basically Ariana Calderon too. She's a good friend of mine. Calderoni. She opened her room for us to go there and basically like have like a set. You know, the students came in, I showed them the storyboards and I kind of like told them how they were supposed to emote. And then Eric would be like, oh, a little bit more, exaggerate just a little bit more.
Yeah.
And it was really cool because like all these students, like they did a really good job. Some of them were like,
they were into it.
Yeah.
I thought I was genuinely impressed.
You were impressed with one, Leo. I remember because I'm actually finishing up the scene or the act with his whole class, 5th period. And I was like, that's the best class because like Leo did a really good job on his part.
Yeah.
I was like,
which one was Leo again?
He was, I remember I think it was like, Anna, you little, And he asked, "Can I just say it?"
Oh, yeah. I remember Leo now.
So I cut that part out though because obviously we can't have it in there.
Yeah.
And if I'm gonna show it at the school, I can't.
You gotta beep it out.
Yeah, I gotta bleep it out. But yeah, it was just cool. Like the kids came in, and it was good seeing their faces, and it was fun to like, And the thing is like, these kids don't know what's out there, and it's like most people tell, people from our background, like, go be an engineer, go be a doctor, go do something that makes money.
Yeah. And
it sucks because and it doesn't suck because like if you have the drive to do that, go ahead. But there's some people that like to create. And unfortunately in Yuma, I feel like, especially now just in education, art education isn't being supported as much as it should be. Because like right now, for example, for this whole situation that's going on, most people are at their houses watching stuff on the internet, looking at paintings, looking at videos or podcasts, listening or watching movies or reading books or whatever you guys are doing during this time period.
Yeah.
All that stuff was created by creatives. And, if you think about that, it's like, if these kids don't see people like us doing this, like you doing this, people from our community doing this, they aren't going to be willing to like go out and try to accomplish these things.
Try to create. Yeah.
And there's a lot of...
so we were like, all right, who's going to call?
I know. So... and it's cool because like I met a lot of really talented people there. Like Leo, for example, he did a funny video skit last year for a world history class.
Oh, he made it himself?
Well, him and his team. Unfortunately, they didn't hit any of the things they should have hit for like our topic, but it was funny. I was dying, and I was like, man, like people like that. And like even my first year teaching, I did a class or a project where I had them write a story based off of like one of our world history topics.
Yeah.
And I had a girl who wrote something so powerful, and it was just like 2 pages long, and there was some grammatical errors, but like, who cares? The story was so good, it literally had me tear up because it was talking about like the Berlin Wall, but I knew there was some stuff in there that had to do with what was going down over the borders.
Oh, like there was dude, that's crazy. See, like that gave me chills. It's crazy because you never know what medium is gonna click with those individuals, because I know from personal experience, I would have never done any of this stuff if it wasn't for Bianca and telling me to try his CTV.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I forgot you were in CTV.
I would have never, boom. I didn't get it.
I don't think you missed it.
I know, dude. Well, I would have never done CTV, and that was the thing that clicked for me. That was the thing that kind of catapulted everything and took the expression to a whole nother level, because for my whole life, I drew on people's backpacks, drew girls' names and stuff, try to get some points, but never worked. But
points,
but just drew. And then I remember CTV, and then somebody and it was one of those things when you're a senior, you need credits, and it's like, okay, well, I'll just try this thing, and you try it, and it ends up being one of those things that you fall in love with. And same thing with that girl. Maybe she would have never realized she liked writing so much or maybe not even that, but maybe didn't realize how good she was at creative writing unless you pushed that. Yeah, and that's what sucks as far as the educational system. It may be a little bit hard because their teachers are spread so thin, and you would know more than anybody because you were a teacher. Yeah, you're just trying to scrape by. Yeah, and
especially when you're dealing with so many other kids that are just like bouncing on the walls or just not listening.
You're just trying to get their information in. So creativity kind of gets put to the wayside in that case. So it kind of sucks. But I love when you being a teacher made me think about it, and I thought this could be kind of cool because the same boat as you. I was like, oh, okay, well. Seeing you do it, I was like, that's so cool. And it made me want to, hold on, pause. Just bam.
Time is it?
We're good. It's 1:30.
Okay, perfect.
You got to be at class at what time?
Like 2.
Okay.
But I can be like 10 minutes later.
Okay. Well, I'll go till 1:45.
All right, cool.
It inspired me to want to do an educational type thing too. And I got lucky as far as being involved in that, the Skills USA stuff.
Yeah, I saw that. You actually worked with one of my students on that.
Which one?
Ricardo.
I don't know.
He's a taller kid. Had like a really thin mustache.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm good.
He's a photographer.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm good if I see them in person because you see so much of them, and But it's fun. I feel like we need a little bit more of that, a little bit more, and that's the nice thing about, I would say, one of the positive sides about everything going on right now, like you're saying, is like maybe people need to start creating a little bit more you know, because people are stuck inside.
Yeah.
Right now. So like, what are you gonna do? Either, you know, there's only so much working out you can do. There's so much sanitizing you can do.
Only so much you can watch.
There's only so much you can watch. You know, exactly. I mean, I don't know about you, dude, but I get I'm over it. I'm over sitting and watching shit. I just, you know.
I like working on stuff.
Me too. Well, and this is really fun. You know, it sucks because this might have to stop a little bit because everything's getting kind of gnarly. But, you know, it's fun to just create stuff. So, but it's cool, man, because, you know, I remember both of us in high school and just the way we were, and to see how things have evolved and things keep evolving. It's cool because, you know, you're one of the people for sure when I started this whole project that I wanted to, you know, give some light on, because all the stuff that you've done, especially for the Yuma High thing. I'm glad you shared that with us, because, dude, that's so cool to be able to. That's what I'm talking about as far as giving back, like not financially or anything like that, but, you know, giving back your passion and sharing and expressing what you do. And it's cool because I remember being there and doing that project with you. Those kids were so engaged, like they wanted to be there. It was so cool, and they all gave it their best. Like, obviously, they're not all, you know, they're not
superstars.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but they gave it their best, and they enjoyed being it. And you showed them something new, which was cool. And there's so many different things as far as art and creating that can show people something new, that maybe it just takes that one opportunity to get somebody to click and be like, oh, okay, I want to do that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Like, that's super. Yeah.
That's sick.
No, I feel you on that. And it's cool to think about that stuff when we're like here and now, what you're doing here. Like, I was like, when I saw you start building this, I was like, yo, this is so sick. Like, I'm so happy for you. This is like so cool. Cause this is like something that Yuma needs, especially with like the younger population. Like, I mean, we of all people, just cause like, I think it's awesome because like me and you both came from the period of time where we were analog and slowly switching into digital.
The 90s babies, dude.
Yeah. So like, I know for a fact, like I can switch to analog if I need to.
Yeah.
I don't like to.
Yeah.
But I'll do it if I need to.
Yeah.
If like there's no resources for digital or like internet. But like we come from the time period where we can flip flop. So like we can create stuff by hand.
Yeah.
And then go digitally if we need to.
Yeah, we were right on that cusp. I remember when I was going to school, dude, they stopped making coding an essential. Like you needed to code. Like that was part of your thing. And I was like, thank God, because I hate coding.
Dude, I have to take a coding class next quarter or next year. Yeah.
Oh, good
well,
luck
because we have to learn
sir.
how to make an interactive game.
Yeah.
So.
It's
it might click for me because I don't know. Like if I fail once, I try it again. Usually it clicks once I like figure it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that could work.
I don't know. I might be totally not, because I know people in my program and my cohort are super good with the computers, and I'm like, you guys are gonna need to teach me everything.
Yeah. Coding's a bitch.
Yeah.
Dude. I hate it. That sucks. Well, I mean, I'm like I said, maybe it'll click for you, or it's another creative thing just to get things moving. I just hated it, dude. It was so meticulous, and it was a pain in my ass. I hated it.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I mean, it's like drawing. It just takes time. You got to do your sketches.
Yeah.
Then you do like the roughs, and then you do your inking or whatever it is, whatever program you're doing, and then you put it together. Like, dude, I think I've worked more in production on my film than I have in like actual animating. Like I remember when I got back to UCLA this past quarter, and I had to put an animatic together. I pushed it off to the very end. I was like, okay, I know I need to put an animatic together so they can see like the story like all together. What
is it?
An animatic.
What is that?
It's basically so like for movies and like especially for Marvel movies and like animated movies, your storyboards are put together with like how long that segment or that scene lasts with like the voicing. Voice actors.
Okay. You kind of chunk it in.
Yeah, so like they can see how it's gonna pan out.
That's so fun.
Yeah. No, dude, it was a pain in the ass. I hated doing that. I thought I could get it done like 2 days.
Yeah.
I was like, hell no. It took me a week and a half of just sitting there. Literally, I sat there at the studio. I would go to school like at 5:30, go to the gym, get out by 7, get up back up to the studio at 8 after eating breakfast. And then I would sit there from 8 till 11 working on it.
Okay.
Go to class, to the lecture class I had to teach. And then I would come back, stay there for another 4 hours working on it. Go to my next class for 3 hours. Stay there till 10, still working on it.
Oh, shit.
For like a week and a half.
You have a work ethic, dude, that, you know, is unmatchable. Your work,
dude, it's a grind.
Your work ethic is so admirable, dude. It's fucking crazy, the stuff that you, like how you put your nose down and just go for it and nothing distracts you. I've always admired that about you, dude.
It's hard.
Because I get lazy as fuck.
Dude, I did too. That's what I was saying, like these last 2 weeks being here, I was lazy. Like, I should have gotten way more stuff done than I should have. But I was just like, you know what? Back home, my home's peaceful. I just want to relax.
Yeah.
And now that school started today, literally I just started my routine back. I'm just like, all right, I'm back in the grind.
What I mean, maybe because I know everybody's kind of different. What helps you get back into that routine? What helps you focus?
When I know there's like I have a schedule. Like when you're on break, you don't have a schedule. You don't have like it's like
Loosey goose.
yeah. So I'm like, oh, I can get this done whenever.
Yeah.
But now I actually have classes, and like I'm like, okay, I need to wake up at 5, go work out or do something, because I'm very much ADHD. So like, if I don't do something in the morning, I'll be bonkers the entire day.
Yeah, you're off the walls.
Yeah, unfortunately. Jeez, off the walls. Jeez, like Vans. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Stupid.
No, like, yeah, that's how I am. It's just like, I have to get my energy out. Otherwise, I can't sit here for more than like 5 minutes and I want to like get going or like walk around.
Yeah, same.
My focus just like that. So, yeah. And honestly, I really have to thank my mom and my dad for like, because like, I remember my mom, she worked so much when we were younger. When my dad had left, she was working very hard. She worked 2 jobs, and she would like, not only was she like taking care of us, she was taking care of other kids. Yeah. Like, because she was the counselor. Yeah, so like, she was basically like a mom for a lot of these kids whose parents didn't know how to like package them for my financial aid or for school. And it's nuts. I think about that. Like, my mom would grind at school nonstop, even knowing that she had us. Yeah. Like, she'd give it her all. And then she'd come get us, take us home, leave us there, and me and my sister would take care of each other. Yeah. Or it was mainly me and her fighting over what to watch on TV. And but we would get our homework done. Like, it was like we knew that we had to get our homework done before we do anything else. Yeah. And she would come back all the way in town, because we lived out in Mesa del Sol. Yeah. She would come all the way back into town, teach night classes. Yeah.
Oh, get on that guy.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Come back into Yuma. Okay. Teach night classes at Cibola for Spanish speakers to learn English.
At night?
Yeah, at night.
Oh, shit.
From like 7 to 8, or I think it was 6 to 8. I can't remember.
I did not know that.
And she would drive all the way back home. And then she would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning or 4, do her work that she needed to do. Yeah. Wake us up, make us breakfast and lunch, and then send us to school. Yeah. And sometimes we would stay with her at the office, and we would just do our work. And then.
So you watched her grind?
Yeah, we would see her grind and just do everything. So I think that helped a lot with like me and my sister's work ethic, because we like to be busy, and we know we can do more. If there's time for us to do more, we will do it.
Yeah. Do you find it's challenging, especially as a creative? Because I feel like we're extremists. Because when I feel like for me, in all honesty, like you always want to praise like the grind, the hustle, and stuff. And when it gets that point, like it's hard to stop. And then especially when there's like a low moment, like a down. Like, it's kind of easy to get real lazy.
Oh, yeah.
Because, especially in the world of deadlines and getting stuff done, like, you get good, and I don't know, you tell me, but I feel like I got really good at knowing how long shit's going to take me. Yeah. And in all reality, like, if I know I can squeeze this in the last, 2 hours at the last minute, and if I don't need to, then I probably will do that. But, that comes with the price. Yeah. Over time, it's kind of that fine balance as a creative.
It's also learning techniques and like figuring out what works for you.
Yeah, you get more efficient. Yeah, because then it's just it's an interesting thing. But yeah, like as a creative, it's especially like I think school for you, and not even for you, but for anybody, school is a good base structure as far as like this is your thing. But I found I've been at school for a while and doing this solo thing for like the last, I don't even know,
like 4 years now.
I think so, dude. It gets kind of hard. It gets challenging, because no one's telling you when to get up, but thank God for things like school and bills are a good motivator. Yeah. So it's all there, but it's challenging as a creative, because and those are things that I wasn't taught. As far as like the things that the world that I'm in now, like I wasn't taught how to do this. I guess for some people I had mentors that helped me along the way, but no one's telling me what time to get up. No one's telling me what time when I need to go to sleep. No one's telling me like how far to set deadlines. It's kind of challenging. I think that's the beauty of like talking to people like you or having Jay around, and it's like, how long is this taking you? How long should we charge for this? How long should we? It's the creative world's a little bit challenging, but and or even like gauging your productivity as well. Like, oh yeah, because only because I feel like there's times to press the gas. Like if you have 2 weeks to do this project, how much it means. Press the gas. You're staying up for a couple. You're grinding, but then there's times to push back.
I know for me as a creative, like, because I do illustrations too for like the stories that I want to like eventually make into like shows. I know I'll start doing the inking. Like I'll do a rough sketch. I'll do the inking, and I'll start like watercoloring or using Copic markers to basically start doing the color and get the vibe. And I know I'll be like, I'll start working on it, and maybe after like 20 minutes or an hour, I'll be like, okay, I need to stop. Because if I keep working on it, not even take a break, just like if I keep working on it, it's gonna start looking shitty. Because I'm gonna start getting lazy.
Yeah, dude, you know who's actually super good, and I would like to know for you, that person for me is my mom.
Oh, really?
My mom, she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Why? She's like, "You look like you need to take a break." I was like, "Shut the fuck up, I need a fucking break." And then, and then maybe a couple of days later, I'll find myself like exhausted, and then I take a break, and my mom was like, "Yeah, you're right." Like I just needed, but because like it's easy as a creative to, you get hyped on something, and then it's important, and but then after a while, you're grinding your gears, and nothing's coming out, and you can't force that. There's especially with some things, in some things you need to exhaust, like sketching.
Yeah.
Like the ideation phase. That stuff you need to fully exhaust. Like get all those ideas out. Even like not even just with creatives, but I feel like just ideation and everything. Like get everything out
on the table.
Exactly. And then from there you pick and then put stuff together. Like I think that part's so fun, dude.
Well, yeah, because you get to see like what you're thinking of, especially when you're working with people. It's like that's what's really cool about like storytelling. Like I've realized like
press up
like this.
Yeah,
like okay, got you. But like being over there now, like I'm working with like directors, screenwriters, producers, and like we all meet together or like talk about it, and like it's like you pull different parts from each person. Each person has their job, and like we all like shoot ideas off each other. Oh, unless it's like the actual film project, then it's like I don't want to mess with the director's film because like I don't want to like push a button. Like I had one of my homegirls, she did an awesome boxing film, and I got to be part of it. I just saw how hyped she was, and like sometimes like she gets stressed because like you're on a deadline and you only have so much time to be on a set. I'd be like, I would not want to be like her director of photography or sound person and be like, hey, like the sound's not working, or hey, the lighting's not good, because just like it's just like I feel like it just starts going like crazy.
I think it's hard, like it's harder than people think to find a good team of creatives.
Oh yeah,
like to vibe with, because I know. I can only speak on my own experience. I know me personally, there's certain things that I'm a stickler about, and there's certain things that I'm trying to get better at delegating, right? And that's a good thing for me is having Jer around, and because there's some things like video, for instance, like wedding videos are a good example. These bugs are driving me crazy.
You gotta deck them.
Yeah, dude, sock that fool.
Aga!
Yeah, he's gone. That was a good thing, because for me, it was about efficiency and getting more work and, spreading the opportunity. Jer is a good videographer. He's a great videographer. And for me, like I love doing video as well. But if I have somebody that's good and does a great job, why not, share that and spread that.
Yeah.
And then you have a team, and then you can just do more, and then just do more of what you enjoy.
Yeah. And even if you like, let's say if you're working on a project, and let's say you can't get your stuff done, or let's say something that you don't per se know how to fix,
he got it.
Yeah, he's got it. Or he can show you how to do it, and then you add another tool.
Yeah, that was a big motivator for this space, because both of us could, buy a house, and maybe eventually this is a thing, is like, get your own place, make a room into an office, and you just do it all by yourself. But we had been doing that for like the last year, and we're like, you know what, we've been working with a bunch of different individuals, like from kids in high school, working with them, giving them work. We just wanted to make a space like this so people can come in and, use this space, an opportunity to meet different people and to network. And like you were saying earlier, like eventually, develop a co-op for people to come in, and because it's there, but there's just, if you build it, they will come.
Yeah, if you build, that's the thing. Like I feel like Yuma has so much untapped talent. Yeah. Because they just aren't given people aren't given the resources. Kids aren't given the resources to see that they have it.
Yeah.
And so like most people don't have the privilege like me and you to go to colleges or higher education where we start learning these things, because money's an issue. Money's a huge issue.
Hell yeah.
Especially when kids have parents that are working 2 jobs, or a single household, or maybe they just don't have parents. And it sucks, because like you see these kids have the ability, but they don't have the support home. And like I said, it's so hard as a teacher or even a counselor, whatever you do as a teacher, or like when you're working at a school, it's so hard to stay on top of kids when you're not there all the time. You only see them maybe once a day. And if you're a coach, you see them after.
And all you can do is hope that, that, and it's tough. And I'm sure for you, it's 1:46, so maybe we can just wrap up.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be late.
No, it's okay. It's a history of animation class. It's not that.
Hey, man, that's kind of important.
I know. Yeah.
We'll get you out of here. It's just I forgot what I was about to say. It happens.
No, I'm cute.
You're so cute. I like the stash.
Thanks, dude.
I really like the stash.
I'm bringing it back.
I like it, man.
Thanks,
what were you just talking about? I'm sorry. I just lost my train
I know.
of thought.
Same here. School and the opportunities within like Yuma.
Yeah. It's just I honestly forgot my train of thought as shit happens. But no, I just think that for the city itself, it's it is tough for the situations you were saying, especially for kids. Some kids just don't know where to go.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got lucky, those AI people showed up at my house. I had parents like mine that were like, "Oh, that looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go check it out." And then I checked it out and it worked out. But like you said, and you experienced that some of those kids don't have a person or parents or anybody to help guide them, and that's the beauty about social media now. And, people like yourself is, teachers and creators can be that inspiration for people and they can help. So that's why it's so important to just, maybe just express yourself and to create shit. Because you never know who you're going to inspire or who you're going to touch. And maybe just doing it for you. Maybe you just need that expression.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a big part missing in even wellness. Because, you got your mental, your physical, all that. But even the part that, how do you express yourself?
Yeah. And a lot of kids aren't taught how to express themselves because there's all these stigmas and things, generational, what's it called? Ideas of like, people are supposed to hold in stuff.
Yeah.
You're not
be
supposed
a man,
to express.
Don't be gay.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Stuff. Like, I love Bad Bunny's new album. Like, I was talking to you about it. His new music video for Yo Perreo Sola. I was dying. That was hilarious. I love that guy so much. He's so funny.
What does he do? He's like grinding on himself?
He's grinding on himself. So, like,
how do you grind on yourself?
Dude, so, okay. So, like, in the video, he's basically a girl. In different, like, he dresses up as a girl.
That's fucking
and
funny.
so there's one part where he's like, it's himself, and he starts grinding on a girl, but the girl's him. It's so funny because the girl turns around and you just see his face.
Is it like is it similar to an Austin Powers sort of thing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it when I get home.
Yeah, watch it when you get home. It's so funny.
I'll watch it right now. But thank you, man. I appreciate you coming on. I think people need to hear what it's like to be another field of creativity from here, because you're doing a lot of really cool stuff, and we're rooting for you here, even though you're in UCLA.
Yeah,
you're rocking that U of A hat for a while, and then you just flipped.
Hey, I still bear down.
Still bear down, girl. That's tight, man. Well, if you for your social and stuff, how can people find you?
Instagram is Big Pavo, so BIGPAVV, not BV.
It's the kicker.
O. And then I think that's it. Facebook is just Marcus Aurelius.
Yeah, I just sent people to my Instagram.
Yeah,
it works that way. All right, man. Well, you'll be here for a while, so
yeah.
until this Rona. I hope everything goes.
Same here.
Let's just bump, dude.
Tap.
Yeah, try not to. Let's not get sick, huh?
No,
let's take care of each other.
It's gonna get hot here soon. So
it's gonna get hot here.
We'll be fine. Hopefully everything.
Yeah, maybe that's a good thing right now that Rona's coming right now, because it's about to get real hot in Yuma. No one's gonna want to go outside anyways.
No. Yeah, I know. But yeah, what's it called? I know you also mentioned that you wanted me to send you a clip of my film.
Oh yeah,
so I can do that too. I'll send you the opening scene.
Yeah, so hopefully you guys made it this far, and maybe actually I'll just play it in the beginning, because based on analytics, people only watch 20 minutes of this shit.
Yeah, it's only a 10, 15, 30-second thing.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Then I'll play it in the front.
All right, perfect.
Thanks for sending it over, man.
All right,
I love you, brother.
I love you too, dude. It's always great seeing you.
You too, man. You're always welcome back in the still.
Thanks, dog. I appreciate it. I'll definitely be back.
Yeah, Oscar will be here. Oh, this is Oscar the girl.
That's Oscar the girl. Oh, wait,
she has a vagina.
Oh, wait, is it like an actual girl that works here too?
Nope.
Or are you talking about the plant?
The plant's name Oscar.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait, what? But all right, man. Well, I gotta get going.
Yeah, you gotta get to class.
I gotta get to class. Remote learning.
Take them off.
Online. I can do this.